Hello, I'm Stephen from Wheelhome. Thanks for joining us. Our long-awaited tour from the UK to Iceland in an electric campervan has finally begun. Yes folks, our Vikenze III-e XL has made it all the way from the UK to the north coast of Denmark, which is a place called Hirschels. Looks like Hirschels, but that's where we get the ferry to go across to Faroe Islands and then onward to Iceland. So there'll be a few of these videos. This is the first, just a little introduction really. We'll cover the EV charging in some detail, but hopefully won't labour it too much for some of you, with a few other little tips and things that I've learned on the way. But we'll start at the beginning, and that was our trip down to Dover, where we spent the night on a CL just outside of Dover. And in case you're wondering what the lovely sound in the background is, it's the North Sea. As we'd had our ferry booking changed a couple of days before departure to a very early in the morning, we spent the night here at Capel Farm Caravan and Motorhome Club CL site. Quite a big place, as you can see, with lots of storage facilities. Field was pleasant enough. Had some rain lately, so it's lovely and green, but we were able to hook up and plug in and get a little top up in our camper van. Later in the evening I went out down to Dover and charged at these charge points as well, the public chargers. Pulled up at the ferry departure place, DFDS, and the chap was on the phone having some sort of problem, so it took a while, but they got us on. Our first charge stop, this was in Belgium, and it's in the middle of nowhere really, just off the motorway, like half a mile, but as you can see, very fast charging. And we met Eric there, who was the service engineer. This is another one, and you can see there's solar panels on the roof, so we weren't the only ones, and we cooked up a bit of dinner. Another one, this is now in Germany, and what better to do than have a bit of pie and cake while you're charging. As you can see, we had a lot of rain coming up here. This one is the first one we came to in Denmark, and we got a rainbow right down on top of us. So what we've got here is quite an old machine, charging device. It's actually got the option here of selecting English, which is useful for us. So we got a choice of a 43 kilowatt Chadamo, which isn't for us, or the 50 kilowatt. This is the best one at this site. And it's got this sort of connection on the end. Look at that, there's a little bug in there. So to put that in the car, come back to the machine, it says start, get our charge map, charge card, put it by the contact list. You're allowed to start charging. It's now communicating with the car, and when it understands the demands and requirements of the car, it'll start charging. So the maximum output of this machine is only 50 kilowatts, which is a bit on the slow side, but it's still okay. Still communicating with the car. There we go. So we've arrived at 73% because we haven't come far. I just wanted to show you this charging setup with an old charger. Next to a Volkswagen ID Buzz. 14.39 Danish kroners, about £1.81 for petrol. And there's a wind turbine with only 2 blades. We've arrived, port of Hirschels. As you can see, lovely blue sky awaited us. That's us, the little one in the middle at the back. That's the campsite. It's literally 1 mile up the road from the docks. Very convenient. Had a little walk around the docks. Then it was time to get the drone out. Bit windy, quite close to its limits, but hasn't done too bad, I think you'll agree. And there you go, the North Sea, or perhaps to be more accurate, the Skagerrak, the strait of water that goes between the southernmost tip of Norway and the northern tip of Denmark. Here's the campsite, quite a large site as you can see, but nice and spacious, very pleasant actually, especially on a lovely sunny day like today. Lovely sandy beach, even the waves aren't too huge. In case you're wondering, that's a camera mount on the front bumper.